Okay, read all the tests out loud and remember to share your thoughts as you perform each task. Open the URL in your browser, which we've got on the mobile phone. Without leaving this page, what are your initial impressions? What do you think you can do on this screen? Explain your answer. Okay, so we've got the name GoalKeeper at the top. Looks like there are 4 options on the page. To add a task, add manipulation, do today's tasks, and a goals overview. So this looks like a main menu where we can effectively keep track of any tasks that you've got going and when to achieve them. And it's almost like a motivational calendar activity for these tasks. So yeah, there are 4 things you can do on that page. Read out loud following lines before you make a move. You are now planning your tasks in right thesis. The first task that comes into your mind is analyze experiment details. You are sure that in order to complete this, you need 2 subtasks. You plan to name these. First one, process data, and name the second one, data visualization. Now, please complete the task on the interface. Okay, so the first thing, this looks like we're adding a task. I'm going to click on here. Okay, we're in right thesis, so this looks good. We're in the right area. So we need to add a task. It says, okay, we're clicking here. Right, you're going to need 2 tasks. Right, so analyze, let's call this, I was going to call this analyze, and oh, it's called prepare data there. And we had a subtask. So the subtask is doing it for me. We're being a prototype. We've added the subtask, and then we've got process data. We type that in. I can click on second one. We type in the second one, and that will be done. We've got process data and data visualization underneath that. I think we've achieved that part of the task. You complete the task. Yeah, I'm sure on screen I can tell that I've achieved what I meant to achieve with that activity. Just move that. Right, there we go. And let's click on next. The task was quite straightforward, to be honest. It was very easy and what I expected. Now come back to the home screen, okay, and read out loud the following lines before you make a move. Let's say today is December the 19th, 2020. It's been a few days since you set up your first task. Now you've added and completed quite some tasks and the general progress of your goal is fine. Okay, so you need to go back to the home page. So there's a home in the top corner. I click on there. So we're in the home page. So it's been a few days since we've done our task. And you have added and completed some tasks and the general progress. Are we talking, do we need to do task manipulation? Or it's not really instructing me to do anything at the moment. Do I go into task? Let's just see what the next. Please tap on task 2 and wait a bit to let the instruction screen to complete and speak out loud what you see on the interface and how do you feel. Task 2, manipulation. Okay, so we see the interface. It's highlighting the task I've got in process. There's next 1 to 3. So I guess now it's just highlighting what I need to do. So I guess I need to do a click in there. Oh, swipe across. Okay, I wasn't swipe. Oh, right. Swipe test to the right. Quick reschedule. I can click in there. So we can see the progress. So I completed 12 out of 35 tasks, and I've got 10 days remaining of the initial 42. Okay, so it's good that it showed me where I'm up to. And yeah, and what else has it got here? And I can add some notes into my goals on the page. Yeah, it's keeping track of where I am, which I'm happy with. I can see exactly where I'm up to, and yeah, it's very clearly presented on the screen. While you're reworking your test, you think review with supervisor, the second task, should be part of analyze experiment details. Therefore, you're planning to merge these 2 tests together and rename the merged task as validate data. Please do so on the interface. Okay, right, can I get off this? Right, how do I, how am I going to, can I get rid of this? Click on next. So we've seen that, right? So now how do I join them together? Can I go in here? I'll tell you what, reviewing with supervisor. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Clicking into there. We wait for that to load and do a progress. Can I change it? No, we've still got that. Now, how do I? I'm just trying to work out how do I progress with this? Oh, I've done the wrong thing there. Can I go back with this? I want to join these 2 together. So while you are working, you think review with your supervisor. So that's what we do. We review with the supervisor, and that progresses. And then so we type something in here. should be part of, you think review with supervisor should be part of analyze experiment details. So can I close that then? No, I don't feel like I've done that right. Add data on thesis. Part of analyze experiment. How do I join them together? I'd probably. And what are these buttons at the bottom? What do these do? Can I go back to the home? Test manipulation. We've got that on the page. And hold and drag to reorder and merge tasks. So that's what we want to do. So, right. Okay. So can I drag this into there? It's not quite working, is it? It feels like I'm doing that right, but it's just not working. I'm dragging it. I don't think it'll work. I want to drag that. I'm trying to merge them together. It just doesn't seem to like me doing that. But I would drag it into there based on what I saw. And I just don't know how I can do that with this prototype. It doesn't seem to want to do this. What we've got here. There's no way. There's no way of merging them as far as I can see. Look at the girl settings. No, I can't do this. No. Please do say the interface. Once you are done, please. It just doesn't work. I'm trying to drag it, and there's no way I can drag it in there. All it lets me do is marking this girl as complete and progressing down this path, and that's not what I'm trying to do. Let's just go back again. Can I go back anymore? Do I swipe that? It just doesn't work. I can't drag it in there. As you can see, it's just not moving. This should, based on what I saw, that should just drag, and it does not. Nothing drags on the page. I'm not able to do that. No, I can't do that. It just doesn't seem to work. I'm holding down and trying to drag, but it just doesn't work. Obviously, it didn't work, so I'm going to put very difficult. How confident or I'm not confident or confident. Look, I didn't complete the task. As simple as that. I tried, but it just would not drag. Read out loud the following lines before you make a move. Here you complete all 3 subtasks underneath the validate data, the first task. However, when you do a review with supervisor, your supervisor told you that you need to find a proofreader to validate the data. Now you plan to update the progress of validate data. You will mark the done and add a new task, find a proofreader under this task. Although in your mind you are quite confident that 90% of the task is done, only 10% left, you're willing to specify this in the progress. Okay, so we've done review with supervisor, we've progressed, we're happy with the complete, we know where we are. We go in now, mark that goal is done. We celebrate, click on done, right? And now we need to work on let's go home. We need to add another task, and this would be, it's a proofread. No, I feel like I've gone off track here. No, let's going back to the original. So I can't go off that at the moment. It just isn't going quite right, is it? Let's have a look. Test manipulation. Yeah, we know the hold and drag. It just doesn't work. So the my progress. How do I alter the my progress? Right, is this? We've got a list view. Now we need a proofreader. Peer review. That would be a good one to have. So we can see all the actions here. Review with supervisor. Right, here we go. We've got the peer review is in here. It's in the progress. So if I just go, so we put it in the progress. Add a new subtask, find a proof. So we've got a new subtask there, but it's not. We didn't add it. It just appeared. The prototype has done it. Just go back. I just want to add that task. No, I'm just going back because I just don't feel like I'm doing the right thing. It will be in here. It will be review with supervisor. I'm just getting totally lost with this. I celebrate the girl, but I don't feel we've not done it. Set up a new girl, it'll be there. No. This isn't working. It only allows me to progress with it. I just can't do this. I just cannot do this. This just doesn't work. No. Really difficult. It just, I think it's limitations of the prototype. I think if this was a real app, I could do it. Before moving to the next task, please stop and share with us if using the app for your own project or goals. Will you enjoy using the update progress or not? Explain your answer. When I've used an update progress before, I use it for reporting purposes. So I would update it when I'm giving a report or somebody else needs to use that information. If that is not relevant or not, I probably wouldn't use it. So it's all for that end output and that reporting method. And that's, I don't know whether I'd enjoy it, but I would do it. I think it'd be the right thing to do. To keep a track of progress as well and how fast you're doing things. Read out loud before you make the next move. Tomorrow is Saturday, and a friend just asked you out. You plan to take a break. You reschedule the task, add data on thesis to next Wednesday, the 24th of December. Please do so on the interface. So now if I go back to her, wait for that to load. I thought it was going home. Let's try that again. So if I was rescheduling a task, so I can do today's task, right? How would I do this? Click on done on that one. I just want to get rid of that. It's a task manipulation again. Right, it's not happening. Right, just go away. Come on. Okay, right. No, the upcoming's hidden off the screen. Can I get a calendar? So I want to go to the calendar settings, right? So tomorrow is Saturday. Right. Got a list view, calendar view. This is really, really hard to use this now. I'm struggling. I do think it'd be a lot better as an app. I am pretty much baffled by this now. You want to reschedule the task, add data to thesis. Well, I can't even find my tasks anymore. It's really just add data to thesis. I'm going to reschedule the task. It's just not possible. I got to add data to thesis. Obviously, I can't progress until I've done the right thing. So look at today's tasks. Add data on thesis. It's tomorrow. Right. So I've got to go through that. That goal is complete. Click on done on that one. Work on other goals. I'm absolutely baffled as to where I need to be in this. It doesn't present me where I need to be. I can see the task. I can see it there, and I just can't see how it's possible for me to even. I just can't see it. I cannot do that. I cannot reschedule that task. Yeah. It's not the test instructions. I cannot use this at all. It's just unusable. Just tweak that in a little bit. I think maybe I'm clearly missing something here, but it just doesn't work. I just can't get that to work at all. Really difficult. Please share with us how you would like the calendar and the workflow. How do you like the calendar and the workflow of scheduling a task, and explain your answer. Well, I've been trying desperately to use a calendar element, but I just can't work it. I've got the calendar on the bottom, but I just can't work out how to even use it. What do we go in here? I just can't work out. I can't work out how it works. I don't like it because I cannot work out how it possibly works. So I'm totally lost with this now. Now go back to the home screen and then to task 3. Read aloud. Right, so let's get the home screen. Okay, task 3. Read out loud the following lines before you make the next move. You're not using GoalKeeper to manage more than one goals. Besides writing thesis, you're also working on another project named HCI Captain. You want to switch to today's view to see what you need to do today, 19th of December, and next Monday, 22nd of December. please do so on the interface, and please speak out loud what tasks you need to do on the 2 dates mentioned. Okay, so what we've got going on here, let's just, so the 19th and the 22nd of December. So there's 10 days remaining. Now, I don't know quite what date it is today. It's not actually clear. I can see what's coming up on the 23rd of December and the 25th of December. I'm struggling. We've got add data to thesis, which is tomorrow. How do I find the other project? Is it one of these things? So we've got all of this today. Let's have a look. Just progress through that. You've completed. Let's just have a look on the go, and we can go back into this. There's 10 days remaining. Aha, we've got this at the side. It's CI capstone. So we've got write thesis here. We can see what's going on there, and we've got what's happening on the Friday, and can we see what's happening on the 23rd? Okay. So we've got write reflection. We've got to do on the 19th. So I can see that. I think it's just a question. So now I can see. I just obviously can't go into it because it being, but I can see when I go into. I can write the thesis, and then on the calendar, I see the test summary and the tests I need to do on the HCI capstone. And I would scroll along to the 22nd and the 23rd. It just doesn't, for some reason, it's just not working when I try and click on them things. I can see the 22nd there, nothing to do there. Okay, and on the Saturday, it would be, it's just not working, but I can use it on the top. So, we've managed to do that. We managed to go to the calendar screen, and we can see what we need to do each day. I think if it was working, that would be quite easy to use. As I said, if that was working, I could use it. I think the fact is, it's just a struggle with the prototype. Before moving on to the next task, please share with us if you're using this app for your own project goals. Will you enjoy the tab or not? Explain your answer. I don't think I'd bother with the date tab. I think working on a project, you'd update each time you've completed a task, or at the end of a period of time when you need to put a report in. I don't think I'd bother using it on a day-to-day basis like that now. Back to the home screen and read out loud before you make the next move. Okay, we'll go home, we'll go over there. While working on writing thesis, you might be wondering what's the general progress on this project. How many tasks were logged? How many days left? You want to check more details. Now tap task 4 and try and find a page containing this information. Okay, so we're on task 4. Now I think this is what I've been clicking before, and that is we've got 10 days remaining. We can see we've completed 12 out of 35 tasks. So yeah, that's very simple. Explore this page and share with us what you think of the interfaces. I think this page is very simple, very clear. I'd like a bit of color on the screen, but other than that, I quite like what I'm seeing, and this is more of a reporting element for me, and I do quite like it. Before moving on to the next task, please share with us if you are using this app for your own projects or goals. Will you enjoy using the My Progress page or not? Yes, I think this is a sense of achievement that I know it depends on you filling in all the right details, but I think this is a page I'd use for achievement and for my own report. So I would enjoy using this page, yes. Leave the page where you are now and read out the following lines. You've been working really hard and you've submitted your thesis. You have completed many tasks, leaving few undone. But that's all right. Now you're ready to mark the whole goal as completed, as it's no more needed. Please do so in the interface. So this was the goal settings, mark as completed, and we're able to do that. And that's what we were getting before. Click on done, and we've completed that test. And yeah, that's easy. Please share with us if you're using this for your own projects or goals. Will you enjoy using the above workflow as closure of your project or not? Yes, I would. That's very straightforward. I think it's very clear. I like the button. I like the task, the box to enter in information. It's very, very simple. Yes. Overall, that task was very easy. I found it very straightforward. The app is easy to use. No, strongly disagree. There are elements of it that is easy to. There are elements of it that are easy to use, but there are other difficult aspects. I don't think the prototype itself helps, but some of the prototype is really difficult to understand the data area, and some of it just didn't work for me. The app is a clean and simple presentation. I think it does. I think it almost needs a few more words in there. I think some of the buttons are not logical and understandable what they exactly do. Some of the icons on the bottom need some explaining to me. So I'm going to put middle ground for that. I find the app to be attractive. The app's okay. It is nothing special to look at. It's more workmanlike. I'm going to strongly disagree on that. Moderately disagree. I will likely return to the app in the future. I think if the app was working properly, I think I'd like